Makeup time. Makeup time. What's going on, everybody? It's me, a makeup artist. Today's tutorial is going to be featuring this beautiful gold eye that I've accomplished with the Crayon Case Box of Crayons palette. Hope you guys enjoy. This is my first tutorial video, so please feel free to leave comments below. Thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you like it even more. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy. Alright, let's get started with the moisturizer. This is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Water Gel Moisturizer with hyaluronic acid. This moisturizer is life. It's everything. I love it so much. I just get that in my skin and it's like my skin just sucks it up. I love it, but it's in a good way. Like it doesn't leave a greasy feel, any of that on the skin. I love this. And now onto the brows. I kind of brush those bad boys and get them into order because they are out of order otherwise. And I use a Ruby Kisses 24-hour eye define eyeliner pencil in the color dark brown, but I use this for my brows. I use eyeliner pencils most of the time for my eyebrows. I've just never been one to go out and grab an eyebrow pencil. I know there's some dope ones out there. I might give them a try eventually, but for now, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to use my eyeliner pencils. And I kind of line the bottom line. I go in with the light hand because this color is very dark. Like, it's really dark. And I kind of line the bottom and line the top and then just blend back and forth, blending and stroking and blending. And then I go in with a MAC concealer palette. This one is a medium palette. I use the color NW35 and I kind of clean up under the brow bone with that. And I will, you know, carry that down onto the lid just a little bit just to help with the base for my eyeshadow. And on the top of my brows, when I do get to them, I don't use the same color because it is too light to put at the top. I don't want to have Holy Spirit eyebrows. Basically, those are the eyebrows that have that halo effect. I don't like that. I use the lighter color on the bottom. That way it helps with the highlight of my brow. And then I go in with the Ruby Kisses color. I forgot the color, but it's closer to my skin tone. And I go in on the top of my brows with that color just so it kind of just looks clean, but, you know, not too light. And I just blend everything out. And I repeat that on both sides. And now for the star of the show, the Crayon Case Box of Crayons palette. I use the colors yellow, gold, tan, and brown for this look. And I also use my NYX eyeshadow base. This is the one in skin tone. I use that to, you know, prep my eyelid for the colors. I use the yellow color as a transition color. It's so freaking pretty. And I just went back and forth with that. I think I also used the tan color. I added that in there just to add some more dimension. That's what I'm doing here. And I kind of went back and forth with both colors. These colors are so bomb. The color payoff is bomb. And I just repeated this process a couple of times. Blend, 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 blend. Just blend. Just blend until you can't blend anymore. And now I use the gold color and I packed that all over my eyelid. Like packed it on, like all over. And I'll go back and do it on the other eye. And then this is a process that I just repeat. I'll go back, pack on the color, take the same fluffy brush and blend, and then go back, pack on the color, then blend some more. You know, I just do that until it looks, you know, how I want it to look, where I'm not seeing any harsh lines. This isn't a cut crease. I don't want it to have any harsh lines. I'm not really one for cut creases. They look pretty, but I just don't do them. Maybe I'll do one. Who knows? You think I should do a cut crease video? But yeah, let me know if I should do a cut crease video. But yeah, this one I just go back and forth blending. And I'm pretty much using the same brushes for every color. I'm using the same two brushes. I'm not one for using a whole bunch of brushes. I have a paper towel that I usually have at my makeup station. I kind of just clean it off in between colors. That helps with the blending process also. It makes everything look more, you know, seamless. Look at these colors, guys. Don't they look so pretty? They look so good. Mia, close your mouth. Why is your mouth wide open? And now I'm going in with the brown color. The brown is more like a chocolate brown, but it's so pretty. And I'm just adding some more definition to the eye with that color. Just adding it in the outer V area. Look at that. It just made that gold just pop that much more. And I just add that to the outer corner and I'll kind of blend it up. I use the sides of my blending brushes just to kind of blend the top area without necessarily having that color go all the way up. And once again, we're just blending. We're going back and forth between the gold and all of the colors just to make sure it is seamless. We want everything to be seamless, but we want the colors to pop also. And that chocolate brown is just, it's life. It's so cute. And I go in and I clean up with a Neutrogena makeup wipe. This is why I like to do my foundation after. That way I can go in and do this and just wipe all the excess away. There wasn't that much fallout either. And like I said, we're just blending. And now I'm going to put some lashes on here. I kind of double up these Beauty Supply Store lashes. I did recycle them. I'm not sure what number they are. I think they were 213s. But I just double them up, and the key to putting on lashes is to put down the center first. Look down into a mirror, put down the center first, and then just put down the corners and kind of just fluff them back up. But yeah, here's the second set of lashes, and these are the same number lashes. I really think that they're 213s, but it's the same number lashes. I just double stack them, kind of get that mink lash feel going on. And now to get my skin together, this is the MAC Prep and Prime Radiance Primer. This is the one in yellow tone. They have one in pink tone, but I like the yellow tone one better for obvious reasons. And I just spread that all over my skin with a foundation brush, really focusing in under my under eye and then around my mouth for my smile lines. But I just don't like to have that dry feel. Then I put the Mecca Ultimate Complexion foundation on. It's so funny. Once I blended this foundation and I realized that it actually was too light for my skin. It's more of my winter color. And, you know, you can see there, like, when I look at the jawline, it's a little bit too light. But easy fix. I went back in with my MAC Studio Fix foundation in the color NW43 and just placed that on top. So I kind of had double coverage on my skin, if you get what I'm saying. And this one matched perfectly. I love this foundation. And I literally use 3 pumps of foundation. I don't use more. 3 pumps, and I kind of just dab it on with my finger and then blend it out with the brush. The brush I'm using is from AliExpress. No particular brand, but it's AliExpress. I got a bunch, like a whole set of them. And they are awesome brushes. They're nice and dense, and I love them for applying my foundation. And it blends everything out so nice and even. Just spread it all over and blend everything out. Blend it to your hairline, ladies. That's why I do my hair after. Well, my hair is braided, but most times I do my hair after my foundation because I'm blending into my hairline. And now I'm going to go in with my MAC Mineralized Concealer. This is the color NW35. And I just war paint that all underneath my eyes and down my nose and in the mid center of my forehead and above my lip. Getting ready for battle, you know. Battle out in these makeup streets. And I don't like to use a lot of this. Like, I'm really just kind of using a small dab and just spreading it thin all over. And I go down the bridge of my nose just to give the focus my highlight there. I'm not one for a highlighting and contouring with a lot of creams. Like, you won't see me go in with a cream contour. I've done it before, like when I want to be extra snatched, but most of the time I don't do it. And now I'm using my Real Techniques blender sponge. I absolutely love this sponge. I always use this sponge to blend out my highlighter. I love it. You know, you put it underneath some water to plump it up and get it nice and wet and just blends out, and it blends so good. And I just spread that all out. And just blend that all out, and then use the flat side of the sponge to kind of blend out any harsh lines. And really want to make sure you blend out the creases, just so when you set the foundation it doesn't set the creases in place, because that doesn't look good. Dab, dab, dab. dab, dab, dab. And I just go back in with that fluffy brush and just, you know, clean up the edges, anything that I might have, you know, made harsh lines with when I was putting on the concealer. And I also go back in with my foundation brush just to clean up any harsh lines. Again, I don't like harsh lines. And now I set my under eye with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I don't bake. I'm not a baker. I don't even bake cakes in my house. I am a setter. I like to just push the powder in under the eye and just set everything into place. And this powder is bomb. It doesn't give any flashback. You see it kind of melts into the skin. No flashback. It's super fine. And it kind of mattifies everything. There's no shimmer in this powder at all. But it's awesome, especially for brown girls. And now I'll go in with my this is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in Dark. I kind of do this just to kind of add color back into my face a little bit, kind of blend the concealer, the under eye out with the rest of the face, and just kind of set everything into place before I start the bronzing process. And I don't use much. And I go in with my Girl Line bronzer. That's in Terracotta number 7. That is an expensive bronzer. Like, we're talking, I think that bronzer is about $70 in Neiman Marcus, but I love it. And I kind of just bronze the hollows of my cheeks and around my forehead and my jawline and down the sides of my nose. This is my version of contouring, you know, just adding some dimension to the face. That's really what highlighting and contouring was for anyway. Once you put the foundation on, foundation kind of evens out your skin, but you're just looking flat. Once you start highlighting and contouring, it adds the dimensions back into the face. The highlight is where you want the light to pop off. The contour is when you don't want to make it look like the light hasn't hit there. It kind of gives you that, you know, outlines your face, you know, cuts your face out a little bit. And I also use the Becca Ipanema Sunlit Bronzer. I do like to double up on bronzers. I love a good bronzy look because without my makeup, I am extremely pale. So we just hit all the necessary parts of the face. Not an overly bronzed nose, overly bronzed anything. Just warm the face back up. And I always get powder in my braids, and it's so crazy. It's like, whatever. You know, I'm human. I'm not robotic. I'm not fake, you know. Makes me, you know, just like you guys, you know. It's a process. It's a mess. Every time I do my makeup, it's a mess. But whatever. It's fun. I actually recorded this video on my Instagram live and decided to edit it for YouTube, and that's what I was doing in the video. You can see me, I was talking to people on live and kind of breaking everything down and trying to answer questions and all of that. Look how we're coming along, girls. We are looking good. Look at that blend. Look at those colors. It's so pretty. It's like a sunrise or a sunset, kind of. Yeah, that's more of a sunset. And I just kind of go back and forth, just, you know, add finishing touches to everything, make sure everything looks good. I probably used about 5 brushes for this whole look. Yeah, I think I did use about 5 brushes. Shout out to my nail tech. Did you see those nails? Follow her on Instagram, Funky Cold Nails. And it's funky with an I. And now that lip plumper I just put on my lips, I don't know the name of it. I've been using it for a very long time. I always kind of put it on when I'm getting to the end of my makeup looks. But it's bomb. And I'm going to use my Melt Cosmetics highlight. You'll see me start putting it on until I realize that I missed a step. I actually like to... Look how bomb that is. Girl. I actually like to spray my face, and before the setting spray dries, I go back in with the highlighter. That way the highlighter can set into the skin with the setting spray, and it makes it just that much more poppin' 10. Poppin' 10. And that's Fix Plus that I'm using, by the way. And that's the Melt Cosmetics Gold Ore Bronzer. It is awesome. Like, it's so beautiful. I love it. Look at these big old jabber jaws that I have. My cheeks are so fat. pigmented. I don't do much. I like soft. I like to be soft. I don't like to be harsh. And I take that highlighter and I use the same fluffy brush and I go back into my brow bone with it just to give a little pop in there. Then I kind of take my brush, the same brush I used with my powder. I was talking about how I don't like those harsh lines of highlight. So I don't put any more powder on that brush. I just go back in and kind of sweep everything around and blend everything softly. And now I'm going in and repeating the process that I did on the top on my lid. I'm doing it on my waterline. I do go in with my NYX eyeshadow base. That way it helps the colors pop more on that waterline. And then I basically repeat the yellow, tan, brown, and gold colors at the bottom. I use the gold on the inner corner of the eye to give a highlighted effect. And then I went in and basically followed the same steps that I did on the top lid. Let's watch. Just using that fluffy brush, just getting all around, and you're like not really trying to have a harsh line. That's why I use that fluffy brush. Just go in there and repeat the colors. Get a little bit of powder in your eye, you know, it's okay. Shift your contacts around a little bit, just like me. Going in again with that yellow and that tan on the bottom lash. Then I go in the corner, outer corner. I carry that chocolate brown down into my outer corner all the way down as well. And now I'm using my Maybelline Colossal Cat Eyes Mascara just to put on my bottom lashes, also on my top lashes, to blend them into the falsies. I love this mascara. Do you see those lashes? Look at those bottom lashes. Honey. All right, let's go in and get these lips lined. Yes, I use the same pencil that I use on my brows, on my lip. Who are you to judge? Do not judge me. Yes, I go in and line my lip. And then I went in with a NYX Lingerie matte lipstick, liquid lipstick. And then I followed that up with the NYX gloss in the color Baby Doll on my lips. I love how this look came together. Kind of tried to give it that ombre feel. And carry everything out into the corners. This look was so much fun. I love using this palette. I've been using this palette for the last few looks since I've gotten it, and I plan on recording more looks with it also. That's the lingerie in the color, oh, I forgot the color. And here we have a finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until later, see ya.